So hi everyone, welcome to another video. We're not doing it on that white van today because it's doing me head in, to be honest. So, I've ordered a fuel pump. I think it'll be here today or tomorrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at its power steering on this 2 litre van. So they can be a bit of a nightmare, these pumps. Finding the right one. Is your pulley pressed on? Is it solid wheel with 3 bolts in it? I'll show you what I mean. So this is the one that fits my van. I took the idea from that 2 litre van, and the other one's a 2 litre van. And you also then got to worry about your ribbon belt. So this is a 7 ribbed on this 2 litre. There's no point putting part numbers up because every van can be different. It is a minefield with these. It's not as easy as what people think to find power steering pumps. This was robbed off this van, so was the belt. I think the alternator's alright, we'll have a look at that. So power steering on these vans, it can get a bit lumpy, a bit stiff to turn, should I say, lumpy, and you can suddenly find a bit of oil on floor and you wonder what's going on. Your reservoir's dripping out slowly but surely. What it's going to be, or 9 times out of 10, is the back of these pumps. I've had one blow out on me and your van's just undrivable. Even if you top it up, it'll leak out. In there's a little circlip, but these pumps pop off, or they pop the back, and because it's so oiled up you can't see it, but it just drips out of there. And this obviously second hand. This is a OE one, but it's had obviously the company's marked up, but you can probably see where the yellow is there. That's where the O-ring, the circlip pops out, the pump's had it, so that can be a failure. This is a 2 litre, but the 1.9 runs an auxiliary belt. You need to keep an eye on that and keep it changed, because if that snaps, flies off your pump, it'll lock your crank up, it'll lock your timing belt up, and it's good night Vienna. Your engine's had it, I'm afraid. It's happened to a lot of people on forums, so keep an eye on that auxiliary belt. For what they cost, I change it every year, to be honest, for what they cost. But this doesn't have one of them, it's just drive from there. I'm hoping we've got the right belt. There was a couple of belts to choose from. This is no air conditioning and for some reason PTO. So I'm not sure what positive drive, whatever it is, positive transmission option is it. So this doesn't have that. The water pump looks alright. It's spinning around quite freely. The alternator, the clutch is alright on that. What I mean by that is I can spin it forward and it spins back, but it is driving forward. So I can spin it forward and spin it back. It just takes a bounce out of the belt if they're these kind of alternators. I will need to make sure this works as well, because they look a fortune to replace. So we're going to have a go at fitting this belt and this pump. Another problem with these pumps is if yours fails, do not try and turn this nut. I've clamped it on here because it's seized up. So this nut will not spin on this pipe half at time. If you're struggling, you're going to snap it there. This happens so many times, it's unreal. Luckily this one I can't been done that way, because I knew he's had this van and he's done a lot of these, so he'll have known that it's bizarrely you've got to spin the pump off the pipe. Yeah, but we're going to try and free this nut up. It's completely seized, and for one video we're not going to be running backwards and forwards to that toolbox. So this van, I've put this on it, this is completely seized up. Now there's no fluid in this at all. I'll put the reservoir there. Look, it don't live there, does it? It lives on the actual plastic trim at the minute, but I'm going to try and get some steering going on this if we can in a bit. So let's have a go. So what do I use? Well, the trusty blowtorch. But with fluid in it, it's never a good idea, is it? You know, we don't want to be boiling fluid, setting fire to stuff, so drain your hoses, get it to this stage. Or if your pump snaps, I'm just going to warm this nut up. We need to get this freed off. We don't want to screw the pump back on like this, do we? We want to get this on and get some grease on it. to try water again in a minute. It's going, look. Oh, you see? Should maybe use water on that than this. So please, yeah, use water, don't use this. Well, that's really good. So the proper way to do that is heat it up, get some cold water, just a little cup, tip it on, it'll shock it, crack the rust. Then once it's cooled down, get your penetrating fluid and just give it a little spray. It'll be all right. Yeah, that's better than it was a couple of minutes ago, wasn't it? That'll do. Right. Won't speak too soon though, will we? Right. That's one problem out of the way. Next thing, let's get the pump on. I'll take these 3 bolts off first. We have to look at the belt configuration, aren't we? So we need to bolt it on properly. So another thing with the belts, with the ribs on the belt, it's the internal bits. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the up bits, it's the inner bits. It gets to 7. Right, let's try and get this on here. Look, some bolts to put on. Go 13. So put the pulley back on. So before that, let's put this pipe back on. Just get a bit of grease on that. What I'll do is when I've finished it, once we've got this on properly and working, I completely cover this in grease. It's up to you whether you do that. If it ever fails again, and then we'll put the hose on. Might be easier to put the thing on first. Let's put this on first. We've got 8mm. 8mm socket. Check. What a gift for a ramp. But we all don't have one, do we? Have to work up floor like this at home. This is doing it with the thing on, isn't it, as well, with the front end off. It'd be a nightmare to do it with all the bumper and everything on it. Let's have a look at this belt. Now we put this belt on. So, try and stiffen it a bit. I would imagine it's going to go around there first. If not, I'll have to go get a drawing. Before you take your belt off, take a drawing off your old one. It would help. Like go around there like that. I'm guessing. I think we're going to have to go get it, and then that. Nope. It's going to be more tension in it, so that needs to go. Around there. quick lift the bonnet up and take a picture of my belt on the other van. Just a second. Right, miles away. So this comes over there, goes back over there, like that, and then round. That. So this belt here. One front one, one alternator. Over the top one. I hate these things. Attention. There with it. What size is that? 13 about it. Doesn't help, I think the belt, I've got a funny feeling this belt's the wrong one. Got a real funny feeling it's the wrong belt. So many to choose from. See what I mean? You can't even get a socket in now. Oh dear. No, it's a small one. Let's see if we've got a longer spanner. I have a set of these, you see, long reach ones, and even if you don't want to lose your fingers. I think that. I've lost it now. Oh, God. Edit. Has everyone fallen asleep yet? That goes over there. We'll get there in a minute. Go back up over there. Don't help when belt's new either. I think we're there. Just that's got to go on that bottom. That's got to go over there. I think we've got the wrong belt here. Right. Let me get this sorted out and I'll be back with it. Give me a minute. So we're back. Got a bit of a battery issue, so I've had to take the battery off this white one to stick on this blue one. Got my van running behind this with the jump leads connected to it in case we get a flat battery. There's no wonder people give up and just get rid of these vans sometimes. So let's try and give it a go. I've just plugged the battery on. We'll pop a bit of power steering fluid in here and we'll try and start it. I mean, there might be more wrong with this because it ran before, didn't it? Just a bare crank, so there's no alternator, no water pump or anything. So we'll try and bleed up the power steering and let's go over and do it. So that's the belt we've got on. I'll just tip a bit of this fluid in here. I'll get a filter before I start, otherwise it's going to come up flat. A little strainer pot here. That's your little filter. There might be a bit of gunge in this power. I have no idea, but I think what we'll do is we might just tip half in, get it working. If it works, don't know, but let's just I don't think there's any in the rack or anything like that, so let's just give it a whirl. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire it up. We're going to turn the lock left to right, try and push the fluid through the rack. Let's see if we can get some air out of it and go from there. Can't turn if I've got a steering wheel on. Oh, that's running alright. Fluid's in there, I'll show you going round. We'll just let that go around for a bit. Looks a bit of a funny colour, doesn't it? We can't run it for long though, but you know what? So this first time it does look a bit of a milky colour, so I think what I'll do is I'll run it and I'll just see if the rack works alright, and then we'll drain it all out at some point, and we'll drain it all out at some point and redo it. So I don't mind, I got a bit of water in when I wash all the engine off, but let's try do steering. So I'll do is just take left to right, try and get the air out of it. It's sort of dribbling down front of here. I don't even know the last time this was actually ran with the power steering. You just need to be careful really. Keep turning and see what pump's working really well. It's just a bit gunged up. but as you can see, I've got some power steering now. So that's good news. The belt looks alright. I won't run it for too long because there's very little water in it now, the water pump's running. But what we'll do is I'll just switch it off, hang on. That's better, innit? So I think what we'll do is I'll bleed it through. I mean, this power steering fluid cheap's like 50 quid for 5 litres. It's mega bucks. I think what I'll do is I'll run this through. This might be old fluid, it's been sat in this rack for years. I'll undo that hose clip at the bottom. I'll drain it out, and then I'll refit some more and just try and get it off, get it looking nice and red. It looks a bit reddy pinky, so it might have a little bit of water or stuff in it from maybe years gone by, just being left abandoned. But it does work. It was a bit notchy to start with, but it's kind of freed up as the air's been pushed around. So how to do your power steering if you change your pump is to put your fluid in. Don't fill it right up. Just start your van up, tip a bit of fluid in. Just keep rotating it to full locks, maybe 3 or 4 times either side, and push the rack up and down. If you notice, this spilled out quite a bit, so you might just have to put your cap on loose to allow the air to escape. And just keep turning your rack side to side, and eventually all the air will disappear out your rack. You know, just do your cap so that's tight. But what I did was I just left the cap loose like that, so air can escape. But it obviously fluids like that, so fluids dripped all down here. Look, but it will be probably airlocked to death. You know, it's not good. But the belt's on, nice and tight. Got no leaks from bottom of pump. Backup pump's all right. Remember that. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this maybe helps you fix your van. If like any other videos, have a look through them all, and we'll be back on that white one with an injector pump, and we need to get this going. We need to sort this out. Why it won't start. As you can see, that these things start on very little electrics and very little plugged in. There's nice comments come. I might plug my air mass in out of my van. Somebody mentioned plugging that in. That's great. Well, so we'll do the handbrake cables. Someone show somebody how to do the handbrake cables. Now the fuel tank's out, just show somebody how to do that. On the forum, so I'll help somebody out with that. And basically, let's get it going. I want to get it running, get it cleaned off, and go from there. So that's this van, that van. Right, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.